Yeah, you only cast that cultivate, and then nothing else you had died. Because I'm not fighting you, is the thing. I don't fight. This deck does not have hands.
12 seconds later.
Monocolor always beats Triome. Never go more than 2 colors.
That's a fair assessment. Hello, universe. Today I'll be playing Magic the Gathering with my good friend Krusk. I am playing today an enchantment-themed deck with as many non-blue counterspells as I can. Sadly, none of them came in handy. Krusk wiped the floor with me. But to see how, I'll let you watch the video.
Alright, Zora. What are you playing today?
I am playing a deck that mainly focuses on enchantments, right? As you can see when I pull out my commander, there it goes, it took a second to load. I'm a Triome colored deck.
Oh, okay.
Definitely
Other
needs
enchantments.
some tweaking.
Man, that's good. That's a 5-mana commander for a 4/4, but that's a really good ability.
It is.
Yeah. So I'm playing an aristocrat strategy with Ayara First of Lockthwain, and basically the idea is I'm just going to have creatures moving between the field and the graveyard so much it's going to chip your health down to 0. That's what I'm going to be trying to do the whole game.
Ah, and you're in mono black. This actually works well for me. I forgot that was mono black. There are certain cards that only interact with black cards in my deck, so I'm very glad.
Oh, now I'm slightly more worried.
Alright, you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I'll take the first turn because we're in your channel.
Fair enough.
All right.
Let's see. I think I will keep this hand.
I think I'm going to keep this. This is a 1v1, so I'm not drawing on the first turn.
Yep.
I'm going to play a swamp and pass.
Draw. Oh! That's very nice. You're not gonna like that, but that's very nice.
I feel like I don't like a whole lot of things in your deck.
That's a fair assumption. Overgrown farmland. It comes in tap. Pass.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw. I'm going to play another swamp, actually, and then I'm going to pass.
Untap.
Soon,
Upkeep,
things will begin
draw.
happening.
I'm going to play a swamp.
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 Sorry. May I play a plains instead?
Yeah, sure.
We in Commander like to keep it very casual.
We keep it very casual. We let our opponents give us free hand information.
Exactly. And I will pass.
Just a good, casual, slow game commander. Nothing absolutely absurd is about to happen or anything.
Oh.
So you said you had an enchantment-focused deck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm going to play another swamp. I'm going to stack them up for my convenience. I'm going to tap all 3. And instead of playing my commander, I'm going to play Bastion of Remembrance. When Bastion of Remembrance enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life.
So in response,
Oh,
I'm going to tap 2 white and play
um,
Illumination. Counter target artifact or enchantment spell. That spell's caster gains an amount of life equal to the target's casting cost.
oh, that's brutal. Oh, that is so in my strategy, and it's countered, so I don't even get the human token. Oh, that's brutal. All right, I've got to pass.
I will untap, upkeep, and draw. And then I will play
What?
a swamp.
That is an ancient card. It says interrupt.
I know! It's so old. It's so old. I'm gonna tap all of them for, where is it? Cultivate. And I'm going to grab View Library.
So, just for the people at home who may not know the game so well, so you're going to search your library for 2 basic lands, put one on the field tapped, and then the other one in your hand.
Yep. And I'll also put a swamp in my hand. And then I will pass.
Mmm. Interesting.
Don't forget to gain life equal to the
I'm going to play a swamp. Yes, thank you.
CMC of Bastion Ring.
Yes, that is 3. So I'm now at 43 life. Okay. Not as bad as things could be. I'm going to tap 3 to play Ayara, First of Lockthwain. When Ayara, First of Lockthwain, or another black creature enters the battlefield under my control, each opponent loses a life and I gain a life. So you lose 1, I gain 1. I'm sure this trigger will never be missed by a bunch of incoming creatures.
Of course.
And the business, we call this foreshadowing.
Pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main. So we will play a forest. We're going to tap all 5 for not my commander, Mirai's Wake. Mirai's Wake? Something of the sort. I can't speak the English. Gives me +1/+1
Mirari's
to... Okay, so it is pronounced that way. +1/+1 to all creatures, and my man taps for double. Pass.
See, pronunciation is made up, so if you're confident enough about it, you are correct.
Confidence is
So
key.
whenever you type land for mana, add 1 mana. Is this the card that you drew where you said you're not going to like that?
Well, no, that was a different card. That's going to come out next turn.
Okay, good. I'm glad. I'm happy for you. So now I'm going to untap, upkeep, draw, and I'm going to go to main phase. Here's what I'll do. I'll play a Cabal Stronghold, which is a great little land where I can pay 3 to tap it and a number of black mana equal to the number of swamps I control. I control 4 swamps, so I can basically tap Cabal Stronghold and 3 lands for 4 mana. Black. It's great. But as I get more swamps, that number's going to go up.
Because currently you kind of just even out.
Yeah, it's net neutral now, but in 3 turns, if Magic God's willing, I can draw a swamp. Things may change. So this is a very important play.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tap 2 and play Dreadhorde Invasion. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life and amass 1. And amass 1 lets me put a +1/+1 counter on an army token I control. And if I don't control an army token, I can create a 0/0 black zombie army creature token. And then, whenever a zombie token you control with power 6 or greater attacks, it gains a lifelink until the end of the turn. Which means if it does 6 damage to anything, I gain 6 life. So,
No.
big things are happening with that 2 mana card.
That's a really good 2-mana card.
Right?
Mhm.
That's on curve, I'm sure. Then I'm going to tap this swamp to play Dark Ritual. I pay 1 black
Oh,
mana
no!
and add 3 black mana to my mana pool.
I feel like this turned into Yu-Gi-Oh! In 3 seconds.
Part of the cards. Then I'll tap my next 2 swamps. So I have 5 floating black mana.
Oh no.
And I'll use it to cast Drivnod, Carnage Dominus.
Oh no.
Firstly, Ayara triggers.
Triggers
Drivnod
twice.
enters the battlefield under my control. So you gain a life, I lose a life. Reverse
I
that.
was about to say, I mean, if you want to give me life, I'll take it.
That'd be a terrible card. You lose a life every time you cast a creature.
I'm guessing it's triggering twice because of Dominus.
No, because Dominus only deals with. Okay, so let me read Drivnod for the
Oh, a
audience at home.
dying creature.
Yeah, if a dying creature causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. And also, I can pay 2 Phyrexian, exile 3 creature cards from my graveyard, and I can put an indestructible counter on Drivnod. So he can stick around, he can punch, he can cause a lot of very interesting things to happen. This is actually an alternate commander for this deck.
I'm so glad I have 1 single card in my deck that could possibly deal with that.
And even if you did, I could just exile some creatures out of my graveyard, which I'm going to be putting in there very soon, and make Drivnod indestructible.
That's what I'm talking about. Maybe 2. 2 cards.
Also, he's an 8/3.
Yeah, that's a little just...
Because Drivnod has Summon Sickness, I'm going to bink you for 2 with Ayara.
Yep. Yep.
And pass.
I will untap, upkeep, and draw. I'm going to play a Plains, and then I will tap a Forest and a Swamp for Enchantress's Presence. Whenever I cast an enchantment, I draw a card. And with the one floating, a white, another white, I will cast Smothering Tide, draw a card, and I still should have one floating. I believe that's 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. Rules upkeep. I'm gonna tap the forest instead of the swamp. Then I'll tap the swamp and this overgrown farmland to cast my commander, which is also an enchantment. And I just realized this is an enchantment itself. Control Alt.
I think your commander has an end of the battlefield trigger.
Except it relies on things in the graveyard, I'm pretty sure. You should see my hand right now. It's so great.
Okay, so you have a Smothering Tithe out, which means whenever I draw a card, I can either pay 2 or you get a treasure token.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, we're in a 1v1, or that would be brutal. So untap, upkeep. On my upkeep, Dreadhorde Invasion creates that zombie army token.
Yep.
And then gives it a +1/+1 counter. So now I have a +1/+1 zombie army token, which a lot of very beautiful things are going to be happening with that. Then I'm going to go to my draw step. I draw a card. I do not pay the 2. You get your treasure token. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
I
going
am
to
too.
I'm going to tap 5 and play Exquisite Blood.
Oh no!
Whenever an opponent loses life, you gain that much life.
Double life gain. Lovely.
Yes. Let's see here. I'm worried that you have an instant. You have 5 cards in your. No, you don't have any open mana.
I have treasure token.
You have a treasure token. Because you can tap that for any color, can't you?
Yep.
So you could hypothetically have a combat trick in your hand that you could tap a treasure token for. So if I attack with Drivnod, you could. Now I have to question, Zora, whether or not you put combat tricks in your deck.
I am in green, white, black.
Most combat tricks are in white. I feel like that's the. Don't quote me on that. That feels correct.
I'd say white, black, and green do have a fair share of combat tricks. Like black has a lot of insta kills, green has a lot of plus, white has a lot of I don't know what white
Removal.
has. Yeah, removal, exile, and stuff.
And indestructible stuff.
Yep. You would love my hand right now.
I think if you got to see my hand, you would reach through the screen and choke me. I'm going to go to the end phase and pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. In my end phase, can I do something?
Sure.
I'm going to tap Ayara. I'm going to kill my zombie army token. And I'm going to draw a card. Nothing ended the battlefield, so you don't lose any health there. I'm not going to pay the 2, so you get another treasure token.
Treasure token. Oh. I forgot this guy was in the deck. Deathcap Glade comes in untapped because I control 2 or more lands. And that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 14 mana on this turn. 3, 7, plus 5 is 12. So I can basically cast this for just 1 forest. I'm going to cast this 10/10 for 2 mana. Hi!
Walk me through that combo again.
So this spell costs X less to cast, where X is the total mana value of non-creature enchantments you control. And that's like 11 mana versus non-creature enchantments.
Now, the X can only take away from the generic mana cost, so you're always going to pay that 2 green.
Yep, that's why I tapped that force, because double mana because of Mariah's Wake.
Alright. Okay. Thank God it doesn't have haste.
Wait, no, you don't have 2 creatures, so I will bank you for 5 with my command. That's also 5 commander damage. If you reach 21 of those, you instantly lose. I should also keep track of yours.
Sounds good to me. It's my turn now. I'm going to untap, upkeep, and draw. You also get a treasure token because it was my draw phase and I'm not paying for Smothering Tithe. I'm going to tap for 5 black and play Sanguine Blood.
No! No! This is why you said I would reach to the screen to choke you.
Yeah.
No, the combo you actually got.
So,
it.
okay, hold on. Before the Sanguine Blood is on the field, I'm very sorry.
Yes.
I
The zombie
create
token comes in.
zombie token, you lose 1, I gain 1. Okay, dear watcher, in case you're not intimately familiar with these cards. So, the effect of Exquisite Blood is whenever an opponent loses life, you gain that much life. So, if he were to lose 1, I would gain 1, under all circumstances. Sanguine Blood's effect is whenever I gain life, target opponent loses that much life. So basically now, while I have both these enchantments on the field, I just need to deal one single point of damage to Zora or myself. No, sorry, just Zora.
I
And
mean,
that's a
yeah,
different combo. I think.
yeah, you're
Uh,
right.
just Zora, and I will win the game because I will lock these two enchantments in an infinite loop of triggering each other and dealing infinite damage to him and giving me infinite life. So I do have an infinite combo on the field, but I don't have a trigger for it yet because I am literally 1 mana short and I'm mad. Here's what we're gonna do, folks. I'm going to tap a Yara First of Lockthwain, and I'm going to get rid of this zombie army token to draw a card. I'm not gonna pay the 2. You get a treasure token.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to play my swamp for turn,
Yeah.
and then I have to pass, and I'm mad about it. If I had gotten that swamp a moment earlier, it would have been a wrap for you. Highly likely to be your last turn, Zora.
Probably. Let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's funny is you could have attacked me there because I only have one creature, and you would have won. But also, that misplay I made earlier would have allowed me to cast this guy right here, and it would have been able to block you anyways. So technically, it all evened out.
Okay.
I will then cast this guy this turn for black and white. I have one floating, white mana, so I'll play this one for green, where enchantments cost 1 less to cast.
Actually, Athreos would not have been a creature.
So it evened out a little more towards your end.
I slightly misplayed, and I coulda pulled out the dub there, but you continue your turn.
I'm still going to die pretty soon.
Why you can pull this out. You have so it's not like you have like surely you have like a 2 mana enchantment removal that would be really good right now.
Oh,
Surely you didn't waste it like something like that on something frivolous in the early game.
I'll cast Nyxborn Behemoth. Well, not cast, but attack with him.
I'll take it to the face.
And
So
I
I go
will-
down to 30.
I will pass.
Untap,
Wait,
upkeep,
hold on.
draw.
Hold on.
Oh, oh.
Because 2 enchantments into my field, I can draw 2. Ah, that's not what I needed.
During my upkeep, Dreadhorde Invasion summons a token army. You take 1 damage from a Yara's effect.
Yeah, I lost.
Sanguine Bond and Exquisite Blood go back and forth forever, and I gain infinity health, and you get infinity not health, and you die.
Look at all the things I have on my field right now.
And somehow you didn't get the dub. You know what I had? You know what I had in my hand?
What?
Reassembling Skeleton, Toxic Deluge, and Piper of the...
Oh, the Toxic Deluge would have gotten around all my indestructible enchantments.
Not indestructible, but
Yeah, it would.
no, because Toxic Deluge just does. Oh yeah, -X. Oh yeah. I could have wiped your board.
And your board, but look what I had in my hand. All land.
Oops, all lands. Now, dear viewer, you can't possibly know this, but actually, Zora having Athreos Shroud Veiled in his hand is vile, because Athreos Shroud Veiled is my favorite commander of all time. So, this BS 2-card combo win was actually completely justified. Completely morally upright.
Let's go again, shall we? Control
Yes.
L40.
You can go first this time.
Alrighty, I do not draw, but I will play a forest and pass.
We forgot to resolve Mulligan.
Oh, do you want mulligan?
I actually do. Which is a shame, because I have Bolus's Citadel and Exquisite Blood in my hand.
Oh,
And Drivnod.
I'm so glad you're mulligan. Well, you don't
Yeah,
have
I have
very
literally
much.
0 lands.
Alright, 1 free mulligan, let's see it.
Let's see it. Nothing to it but to do it. We're going to 6.
Alrighty, draw 7 and discard 1.
Yep,
Put it on
yep,
the
London
bottom of your
mulligan.
library. Is it put it in the bottom of your library whenever you take
Bottom
away?
of your library.
Got it.
We're actually going to 5.
Oh no.
I'm just not getting lands, which is crazy. I have so many lands in this deck.
You're having the opposite problem I have.
A man is calling me on the phone right now, but I'm not answering because I have something more important to do. Do you know what I have to do right now, Zora?
What?
Go to 4.
Oh, you're going to. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You're not going to 3, are you?
No, I just need to figure out what 3 cards I want to pitch.
Oh no. Hopefully some land in there. I mean, if you do like at least 2 lands, you should be okay. Keyword there should be.
Zora, I have to choose between my 2 children.
I don't know what those cards would be, but
Okay, so first going to the bottom of the deck, I'm going to let you know, just for the viewers' knowledge. I'm going to pitch Shield Dread.
oh,
I'm going to pitch Exquisite Blood.
oh
And I'm having a hard time picking the 3rd card because I love both of them so much.
yeah. Soldier's really nice. An exquisite blonde could really help you.
I'm going to pitch Hero's Downfall.
Oh, that's murder, but better.
It's murder for Planeswalkers.
Exactly.
So these are all going to go to the bottom of my deck. Okay. Oh my god.
At least
I
you
do
get
get
to
a draw. I do get a draw. That's true. That's true. It might help. It does help. It does help.
Let's see it.
I'm going to play a swamp and pass.
I'm going to untap, upkeep, draw. Ooh. I will also play a swamp and pass.
I'm going to play a second swamp. Then I'm going to tap both for Charcoal Diamond
Oh.
and pass. Charcoal Diamond enters the battlefield tapped. I can tap it for a black.
I will untap, upkeep, draw. Ooh. Ooh. I'm gonna play another swamp, and then I will tap all 3, cultivate.
Ah.
Yeah. And then I will pass.
I'll play a swamp. What's the optimal? There isn't really one. Let's get my commander on the field. So I'll play a Yara, first Lockthwain. Explained that in the last game. Like and subscribe. Pass.
And all that YouTube gunk. I will tap. Okay. What order am I doing this in? I need to do that. I remember I had an order I wanted to do this in. I'll tap 2 swamps for an arcane signet, which lets me add 1 mana of any color in my commander's identity, green, black, or white. Heliod, god of the sun. He is not a creature yet, but he is indestructible in a 5/6. Pass.
Okay, that's fine. We can deal with this. So here's the plan. You ready?
Yep.
I'm going to tap my Charcoal Diamond to play Cult Conscript, and he's going to come in tapped. I gain 1, you lose 1. Then I'm going to tap 3 to play Midnight Reaper. I gain 1, you lose 1. And Midnight Reaper's ability is whenever a non-token creature you control dies, Midnight Reaper deals 1 damage to you and you draw a card. I'm going to tap my commander Ayara to sacrifice Cult Conscript to the graveyard to draw a card and lose a life.
Wait, don't. Oh, I get it. When I read you, I thought I meant you as in me, you, not you.
No, me. I draw cards. I'm the one drawing cards here.
Got it. Like a budget Phyrexian arena.
Exactly. And then I'm going to pass. Also, there's Phyrexian Arena in this deck. Don't worry about that.
Tap, upkeep, draw. I will play an overgrown farmland. Gonna tap a forest and a swamp for Sanctum Weaver. Lets me add 2 mana of any color where X is the number of enchantments you control. X mana. Sorry, not 2. 2 is currently what I have.
Yeah.
So I'll tap it, add 2 mana. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I will summon.
Hold on, that's an enchantment creature. That's subject to the rules of
Summoning sickness. Right. My bad. I did not.
You're good. Just untap all your stuff.
Untap this because I will use his ability to create a cleric token.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I feel like remembering that Sanctum Weaver is a creature just saved my buns. You know what I mean?
It did. It really did. I was about to cast something real big.
Well, now that I'm sufficiently scaroused, can we say scaroused on YouTube? I'm gonna go with it.
I mean, it's technically not a word, so it should be fine.
Yeah, it's not a word. I'm gonna tap Charcoal Diamond to play Soul Ring.
Oh. Every opponent hurts when you play Soul Ring. Doesn't matter which deck you have it in, everyone hurts.
I'm gonna tap 2 swamps to bring back the Cult Conscript. He enters the battlefield tapped, of course. You lose a life, I gain a life.
Ow.
I will tap a Yara and sacrifice Cult Conscript again to draw.
If only I had Smothering Tide right now.
If only. I probably just wouldn't. I would just straight up not be doing this, actually. I lose a life from the effect. I will tap Swamp and Soul Ring to cast Demonic Tutor.
Oh no! You drew it. You drew it.
This was in my opening hand.
That's the exact same.
I was debating between this and Downfall of a Hero, and I was debating very hard whether I was going to need a tutor or removal, and I decided on the tutor.
You chose correctly, I believe.
I'm going to tutor some stuff out of my deck that you don't need to worry about,
Mm-hmm.
and while I do that, your turn.
I will untap, upkeep, and draw. Oh, okay. This is gonna be fun. So fun. Old Gnawbones comes onto the field. Hi! You wish you had that removal now.
Hold on.
You good there?
No, I'm gonna add this card to my deck from my hand from the effect of Demonic Tutor. Yes, I spent the whole time thinking about that because I'm about to get run over, and I knew that before I even saw Old Gnawbone. I'm going to land for turn Cabal Coffers.
Yeah, that's definitely good. Pay 2, add 1 Black Breach Swamp you control.
It's just kind of cheaper than that other one I have, but it's still even because I only have 3 swamps. So I'm gonna tap 3 lands and get 3 mana. Damn. One short of what I needed to do. Oh, I really hope I get a mana.
Alright.
I'm gonna tap Charcoal Diamond and a Swamp to play my Blood Artist. Then I will tap Swamp, Cabal Coffers to get 3 black mana. I'll use 2 of those to activate the graveyard effect of Cult Conscript.
Bring him back
And
tapped.
bring him back. He comes in tapped. You're going to take 2 damage. I'm going to gain 2 life. Then I'm going to use the effect of Midnight Reaper.
Yep.
And by tapping Ayara, I've been severely misplaying. I'm actually a fool.
Why?
Ayara's tap effect is supposed to let me draw a card, and Midnight Reaper. I'm supposed to be drawing 2 cards. Sorry, dear viewer. I've been tragically misplaying the deck I built.
Why don't you draw 3 for that, since haven't been doing it?
Yeah, sounds good to me. But I gain a life, and you lose a life because of Blood Artist.
Spooky. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna pass.
Oh. Ooh. Okay. Okay. So we got a lot going on.
Oh, also, I don't think I mentioned it. Blood Artist's ability is really simple. Whenever Blood Artist or another creature dies, any creature, either side of the field, target player loses 1 life and I gain 1 life.
Create another cleric token. Yeah, they can say. This one just has summoning sickness. And then I will tap her for 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. Frontline medic. And then we will attack with Old Gnawbone and the cleric token.
Get your 9 treasure tokens.
Oh my god! I was not expecting you to actually give me that. Alrighty, then for 5 of those tokens, we will bring in Dictate of Erobos, meaning whenever a creature I control dies, you have to sacrifice a creature.
Now, I know what you're thinking, dear viewer. Why did you just give your opponent 9 free mana when they're already basically at 10? And it's because this deck can't fight. In a situation where this deck has to fight, everything I could block with is a combo piece. Everything I block with is actually putting me further away from winning than actually, like, letting him get his effect off.
I will create another cleric token and pass.
I don't have any tokens on the field, which really burns. Swamp for turn. I will tap 8.
Oh.
I will play Army of the Damned.
Oh,
Create
no.
13 tapped 2/2 black creature tokens. This card also has a flashback cost of 10, so I can cast it again for 10.
This is not
You
good.
You take 13 damage from the effect of Ayara. I gain 13 life from the effect of Ayara. Why are you... What's that red counter?
Just bookkeeping purposes for something I want to test out.
Okay. I'll tap Ayara to sacrifice a zombie token to draw a card. Midnight Reaper's effect does not trigger because it's only for non-token creatures. But you still lose a life and I gain a life because of the effect of Blood Artist. I will tap my Swamp To play Viscera Seer, I sacrifice another token. I gain 1 life, you lose 1 life. And I get to scry 1, which lets me look at the top card of my deck. I'm actually going to send that to the bottom of my library, and then I'm going to pass.
Untap, upkeep. Not what I was looking. Yeah, this is not good. We will. Yeah, tap for a forest swamp. Bring this guy out just because.
That's a really good card.
It
So
is.
enchantment spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. And you
And
gain a life whenever you cast enchantment. That's pretty good.
she enters the field. There's nothing in my graveyard. Oh, it's not good for me. Oh, actually, we will attack with all of those.
16 damage coming my way.
Yes.
None of it commander damage.
Nope.
Okay. I'll take it. So that puts me down to 34, and you get 16 treasure tokens. Now, I know what you're thinking, guys. I know what you're thinking. Krusk, that was a really dumb move, because then you could kill your own zombie tokens and dwindle down Zora's health. No, because basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to put Zora in a position where he can't gain any health, and then I kill him in one go. One big burst of damage that puts him out of the game. Chipping him down at this point, I think, is going to be counterintuitive because I feel like I'm at the bottom of my resources.
Use 4 treasure tokens. Create another one of these guys. I'm gonna use another 4 treasure tokens to create another one of these guys.
No, he's got so many cards, it's changing the format of the screen.
I'm gonna do it's another 4 treasure tokens. Create another one of these guys. Gonna tap her for 9 mana. Create another 2 of these guys. Pass.
I will tap my Soul Ring, my Charcoal Diamond, and Swamp to play Cryptghast, which doubles the mana value of my swamps.
I remember him. He's fun.
Right? So then I'll tap these guys to create 4 mana and play Sengir Autocrat. By the way, you take 2 damage, I gain 2 life.
Surf tokens.
I'm going to create 3 Surf tokens, so you're going to take 3 more damage, so you're taking 5. Then I'm going to tap this swamp to play Diabolic Intent. As an additional cost to cast this card, sacrifice a creature. Search your library for a card, put that card into your hand, then shuffle. So I'm going to sacrifice Sengir Autocrat, and by his effect, when he entered the battlefield, he made those 3 Surf tokens. When he leaves the battlefield, I exile the 3 Surf tokens. So you're going to be taking 4 more damage as the 3 Surf tokens leave the battlefield and Sengir Autocrat dies.
What's doing 3 damage to me specifically?
1 from Sengir Autocrat dying,
Yes.
3 from the tokens being gotten rid of by means of Blood Artist.
So exile and destroyed / dying are different. So I don't
That's correct. You're correct.
think Blood Artist would trigger.
Sengir Autocrat dying still causes that to happen. You're still losing 1.
Yep.
Cool. And I now get to search my deck for a card.
You're not gonna remove old Gnawbones, are you?
What? Playing a board wipe while I have Blood Artist on the field? That's absurd. I'm offended at the implication.
I was more saying Hero's Downfall, but board wipes are good too.
Sadly, depressingly,
Yes.
I'm going to tap my Commander Ayara. I'm going to sacrifice Midnight Reaper and draw 2 cards. I'm going to pass.
That's Un, dos, tres. Dryad of Isilon Grove. All lands are every basic land type in addition to their, at least the ones I control, are every basic land type in addition to their other types. Right, and I cast an enchantment so I gain a life. Use 4 treasure tokens to create another one of these.
Oh man. Oh, you might kill me this turn.
And then I'm going to tap her for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 mana, using 12 of it to make 3 more of these. Full swing with everything tapped up here towards you.
How much am I looking at?
So 4 for my commander, then 9, then 15, 22, 25, 26, 27, 33, 37 damage coming your way.
I'm going to block.
And they're all indestructible. And all the enchantment creatures have minute. The only ones that don't are going to be these ones over here that don't have miss.
Thank you for separating them. We're going to block Old Gnawbones with a zombie token.
He's flying.
Damn. Heliod with 2 zombie tokens. Your commander with 2 zombie tokens.
Got it.
And then we're going to block Frontline Medic with a zombie token. So that just leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 damage coming my way, which I will take.
18 damage. Dang.
Now hold on. Don't start moving creatures around yet.
I'm not.
So 5 zombie tokens, as well as your commander, die.
Indestructible.
What
Because
has
of
indestructible?
Frontline Medic. Whenever he attacks and at least 2 other creatures attack, you gain indestructible until end of turn. All the creatures.
Oh, okay. So just my 5 zombie tokens die then.
Yes.
In which case, I gain 5 life and you lose 5 life, which I assume
Oh.
you're going to use some of that juicy mana.
To create 4 more of these, just because I know I'm probably going to die this turn anyway, I'm gonna do this and pass.
What's that mean?
They technically have vigilance and don't untap when they attack, but just because I'm going to lose anyway, I'm gonna tap.
What makes you say you're going to lose?
Oh, the fact that I'm at 9 health.
What? No, that's ridiculous.
Okay, so the way I died here was not what I was expecting, because all Krusk needed to do was cast Army of the Damned for its flashback cost, and could have instantly killed me. But he killed me in a more roundabout way.
Anyway, so I'm going to tap Soul Ring for 2 floating colorless mana. Then I'll tap a Swamp, and I'll use one of those floating colorless mana plus the 2 mana I'm getting from the Swamp to play Bastion of Remembrance.
Oh, lovely.
That creates a white soldier token, but that does not trigger a Yara, because the Yara is only triggered by black creatures. So, you know, he's here. He's chilling.
Hi,
Hi,
my name is Jeff.
my name is Jeff.
That
Yeah,
made
so
me-
Jeff here. He's
that
got a
made me-
big sword and a big mask around his face and a big gold cloak, and he's about to die, actually. Because I'm
Oh,
gonna
no.
I'm gonna tap 1 swamp and use that other floating mana, and I'm gonna pay. Let's see. I'm gonna pay 3 life to cast Toxic Deluge at -X/-X, where X is 3. My zombie tokens, Crypt Ghast, Ayara, Blood Artist, and all of your cleric tokens die. You are going to take however many creatures that is times 2 damage by the effect of Blood Artist and Bastion of Remembrance.
Your creatures die as well.
I don't care, because I just won the game.
So even if he dies, he still sees that trigger?
Whenever Blood Artist or another creature dies, target player loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. It sees itself by the effect of the card.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to lose the game.
Yes.
It's
Oh, that was a
good.
lot closer.
And that's not combat damage, is it?
No, it's effect damage.
Look what I had in my hand.
Ooh. Yeah, Dawn Charm wouldn't help because it doesn't target you. And Druid's Deliverance wouldn't help because it's not combat damage.
Maybe next time we play a little bit of Plane Chase. That'll be fun.
Ooh, yeah, and maybe we can get a couple more people in.
Hopefully.
Maybe we could do some standard in the future. There's a lot of places it could go if people like the video.
If people even see the video.
Like and subscribe. Do you want to do your intro and outro and all that garbage?
Nah, I'll do it in post.
Editing Krusk here. He never did an outro. Yeah. Oh, we'll fix it in post. We'll fix it in post. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. End of video. Yeah, this is what happens when you record, by the way. You have to narrate like everyone's an idiot, because everyone's an idiot.
As an idiot myself sometimes, I agree to this.
We're live. We're on air.
I just think of
Yes.
yes.
The mics are hot. Don't say anything about the
Might want to not say your name either.
Don't say anything about the Krusk.
Only them orc
Kruskin.
boys. Hello, universe. Today we'll be I hope you all enjoyed seeing me get my butt beat in Magic the Gathering, and I hope to see you all again. Thank you again, Krusk, for editing most of the video, and I will see you all whether in this universe or the next. Goodbye!